Let's pack. Oh shoot. Okay. These are cute. We have shit to do today. You saw how in the camera, buddy. Which one should I get? Why is it still playing? Hi guys. I am currently at the mall, which I hate being here, just because the mall is just a bit too much. God, dog. Well, I was trying to say before my phone interrupted me. We're at the mall. We are about 6 days out from my trip, and I have no clothes. So, damn, can't catch a break. And I don't like to go to the mall because where am I supposed to park? Why is everybody in the Triangle area here at Crabtree Valley Mall on a Friday before everybody get off of work? I'm not understanding. All right, I just found a parking lot. Jesus, help. I just found a spot in the parking lot. I'm about to go into the mall. There's an H&M in here that I want to check out. I don't know if there's an Old Navy in the mall, but if not, there's an Old Navy by my apartment. Like, I have like maybe 2 hours and 50 minutes to look before I have to go to work. I wanted to go ahead and get started on this now instead of ordering things that may or may not get here next week in time. So it is crunch time, and this has snuck up on me, but life has been dragging me by my hair. Yeah, so this is the best we can do right now. So let's go in and see what we can find. Now, am I walking in the mall with flour on my pants because I just finished working? Yes. Do I care? No. These don't look too bad. All right, so I'm in the fitting room. I did find a couple options. Pair of pants, a couple tops. Get rid of trouble quick. Right. These are no. It's cute. It is a little bit tight on my chest, a little bit, but it fits. Yeah. Alright, so I just left H&M. I'm over here in a different shopping area. I got 2 out of the 4 things. The pants, and I didn't like them. I don't know what it is, but I feel like clothes shouldn't be that as pricey as they are for them to be polyester. Ain't not one trace of cotton in none of these clothes, and I just spent $40 on 2 shirts. But maybe that's just me being cheap. But we're about to walk into the Old Navy and see what I can find there. As you can see, I picked up quite a bit. Alright, my phone's about to die, so I'll make this really quickly. I did get a lot of the things that I picked up in Old Navy. I feel like Old Navy was gonna be one of those places, the style I was looking for, they had it. I got a couple things there. I spent a whole bunch of money. Even though everything was 30% off, it was still like $200. I was like, oh my God. Why are everything so pricey? But I did get a good amount of things. I got a lot of pants, or not a lot. I got a couple pair of pants, a couple tops. And then I went to Marshall's, and then I immediately walked out because that line was crazy long, and it's already 5:50 now because traffic already started. I'm about to get to the house and change and go to work. I'll see y'all later. Good morning, y'all. It is a couple of days later from the last time you see me. I decided to go shop my closet a little bit to kind of see if I had the things I was looking for to be able to match with the stuff I bought the other day. I indeed do. Make sure to shop your closet before you go buy stuff, or while you're buying stuff, and you'll be amazed how much money you can save. I really didn't have much. All of my like vacation or nicer looking clothes are summer. clothing, because usually I'm going somewhere hot if I am going somewhere out of town. I wouldn't even say this is cold, but it's going to be cold enough for me to like need like heavier clothing. And especially one of the locations that we're going to, I don't know if I even mentioned it, but the first location we're going to is cold. Yeah, that is real cold. So, but we're only going to be there for one night. The rest of the trip will be generally the same around the same temperature. So we're looking in like 60-degree weather. Actually, let me check. Let me make sure that didn't change.
A few moments later.
This is probably my biggest trip this year. I just really want to look how I wanted to. So I just went ahead and spent a little bit of money on some clothes. But right now, on a hunt to look a few more things. I'm looking for a New York hat, a button-up sweater, and a pair of good jeans. And I'm gonna go and try on a pair of shoes in the store before I buy them to see how I feel. Cause I have a wider foot. So, and majority of shoes are just a little bit, they just are made a little bit more narrow. So I have to go in and try them on before, cause we're gonna be doing a lot of walking and I wanna make sure my feet are comfortable and I don't get like blisters or anything. So I'm gonna go try them on, and yeah, I'll catch up back up when we get to the store. What is going on? Get it together. These are cute. All right, we just left out of Goodwill. Didn't find the sweater I was looking for. What I did find was a blazer. I forgot I wanted that. I kind of like brushed it off because I was like, blazers are kind of hard to find, at least the one I in particular wanted. So I found one that was similar to what I wanted. It's only $9, so I was like, I'm just gonna get it. I don't know about y'all, but every time I go to the thrift store and I'm like looking through the aisles, my hands start to like itch just a little bit. I don't know if it's just maybe, I don't know what it is. Maybe the clothes are just not washed or they've been sitting in the warehouse for a while. But I don't know, I just get like itchy hands and maybe kind of like, ooh, is this sanitary? Try another store to find jeans, because I don't think I'll find jeans. Even though they had a lot of Old Navy jeans in there, just pants too big for me. But they did have a lot of like, I seen like American Eagle, Old Navy jeans. So it's nice that they have some options. Off. So yeah, 40, 50 bucks for jeans. Yeah, this is kind of cute. I'm being quiet because I don't want to be super duper loud. I don't know if it's me, but is it? Does anybody else feel like department stores always sell like mature style clothing for women? Like I feel like it never like updates itself. A little bit of a dilemma. Good morning. It is Wednesday. Yes, Wednesday. It is the next day from, or at least I think it's the next day from where I filmed last. Whew, we got a lot of stuff coming on today, because guys, tomorrow we fly out. And I'm not packed, and I'm not even sure if I got everything I need. So today we need to do all that. And in the midst of that, I just booked an apartment tour, because boy, when I tell you, my patience is this thin for my leasing team at the apartment I'm currently in. So that's a whole nother thing that I don't want to worry about. But I'm about to tour this apartment real quick because they have availability today. By the time I get back from my trip, it will be the next month. So I'm trying to figure out what I want to do. If I want to just do it one more, I'm currently not in the lease. I'm doing month to month. So I'm trying to figure out if I want to actually be here or not. So I'm gonna go run and look at that apartment. It's gonna be very tiny. It's like, cause this apartment I'm in now is actually very spacious for it to be a 1-bedroom. So it's a little bit disappointing. But after that, we have our hair appointment. We need to go to the drugstore, grab a couple things, makeup and skincare related. Amazon packages to come, because boy, when I tell you the packages, FedEx gonna see me, because why I order expedited shipping and my stuff not here. It's supposed to be here yesterday. Today is Wednesday. It's supposed to be here on the 22nd. Ooh, sorry, don't look at that. And my house is a mess. My apartment is messy. And all that needs to get cleaned. We have a lot of stuff to do today. I'm about to go now. Apartment's not that far from me. It's about 5 minutes. So I'm about to get in the car now. I just want to go ahead and start this so I don't forget, because I will forget to film. But let me turn off the light. But yeah, let's go, because we have a shit ton to do today. So I made it to the apartment complex that I was doing a tour with on time. It was, I think I literally spent like 20 minutes here. I toured about 3 different units. 2 were about the same, just a different position, and the other one was a lot smaller. Not that you guys even asked to be here or for me to show you this, but whatever. I was like, let's just go ahead and put it in the vlog. I think this was pretty decent. It is a older complex, so you know they just kind of quote unquote updated over time, even though like the paint job might be trash. But I think the paint job in these units were pretty good compared to the unit I am in now. So this is kind of just the tour. Yeah. That was like 3 flights of stairs for both apartments I just seen. That'll make me lose weight for sure. But I don't know if I want to do that every single time I come in my home. I gotta walk up 2 flights of stairs, or yeah, 2 flights of stairs, maybe 3. No, is that technically? If you're on the 3rd floor, is that 3 flights of stairs, or is that only 2? I don't know. But I got another couple minutes to look at this last one before I go to my hair appointment, and I also need to stop by the bank and get some cash, so I need to hurry up. Hey y'all, I'm back. I just got my hair done. This is super cute. I might go back in and cut some layers in it just because I wanted it to be very more volume in it. She did a really good job. My first time going to her. I wasn't sure. I did get a sew-in because nobody's doing a wash and go every day. I can't do it. I'll do a wash and go on shorter trips, but for longer trips, I would just rather my hair just be done. That's why I usually have on braids, but this time I wanted something a little different. It does seem a little strange seeing myself with straight hair because it's been such a long time. But yeah, we're about to go pick up this Walgreens order, head back to the house, finish some stuff, and then I gotta work a little bit, and then we will start packing. Okay, I think I'll make this better. So I did cut it a little bit more, and I did a couple curls just to kind of frame my face a little bit on both sides. I just kind of got it tucked under my ear on this side with this little piece hanging out. But it's like 10 o'clock now, and I leave tomorrow. Let's pack. Oh shoot. We have a lot of stuff to do because we leave tomorrow. Yes, tomorrow. And yes, here we are again. I wouldn't say late packing, but to some people, this is late packing. Um, Whatever a type A person is, I'm the complete opposite. Everything about me is chaotic in the sense of organization and getting things together. Not all the time, but majority of the time. We'll get there one day. Today is just not that day. So what we're doing today, okay, I already told you what we're doing today. I literally cannot believe that this day has come so fast. I booked this trip December of last year, and 2025 has just flown by. And while it was flying by, it was dragging me on my hair. Yeah. Um, It's been a struggle this year, um, on a lot of levels, but I am very grateful that I get to go on this trip. This is my second time going to Europe, and that is super exciting. I did not see me going back to Europe so soon. Maybe you guys don't know. I went to Italy for the very first time with a travel group called EF Ultimate Break. I have a review. Look and see if you're interested in doing a group tour with them. But that was my first time in Europe, and I spent like 18 days in Italy, um, all the way throughout the country, and it was the most beautiful experience. Italy is and was and is still my dream country, so I just like loved it. And when I seen this opportunity for this trip, I was a little bit hesitant. The itinerary, I was like, oh, like there's like two places I would love to go, and then the other one I was like, oh no, I hear a lot of junk. They talk a lot of junk about Paris, and they just say it's New York, just French, So um, I'm excited to go to Paris now that that's going to be happening. Not necessarily getting there tomorrow. We have a little layover that is turned into a night stay in a completely different country that is far away from this itinerary, and I'm gonna keep that a little surprise until the video come out. But to get back, this group trip is hosted by Atomic Trips, and the reason that this group trip is happening is because a content creator, Jordan Bath. She is a travel content creator that works on cruise ships as a figure skater. I love that girl now. Okay, we love her. She's great. I started following her content because I booked a cruise on the contract that she was working last, which was Utopia of the Seas. So I've just been following her journey since then, and I've been loving her content. And I watched like dang near every video. So when she brought up that she was hosting a trip, I was like, oh, then I'm interested in it. But then I had already had some stuff uh, kind of going on around the same time, so I didn't know if I was going to do it. And then I ended up being able to, so I booked it. I've never done a trip with Atomic Trips before. They seem very nice, but the most exciting or the most like aha factor of this trip is that it is an all inclusive trip, all inclusive. So like majority of our meals are taken care of. Our alcohol, yeah, our transportation, our hotels, all of our activities that are through the company are taken care of. So I've never been on an all inclusive land trip before if it wasn't like in Mexico. Because you go to the resort, you stay at the resort, but we're actually literally going to 3 different countries. We're going to be in Paris, France, we're going to be in Brussels, Belgium, and then we're going to be in, I want to say Gouda, but I know it's not pronounced Gouda.
Gouda.
But in the Netherlands as a day trip, and I am super stoked. I've not been to any of these countries because I've only been to Italy when it comes to Europe. So I'm super excited, and we have a very interesting itinerary. Um, I just need to pack. It's past 12 o'clock. What time is it? 12:13. I got off work at 9. I don't know what happened. I did go to CVS to grab a bronzer because my freaking bronzer broke on the floor. So I had to buy another one. And somebody tell me, when did drugstore products start being $17? When did that happen? I bought that bronzer like a year ago and it was like $13 in Target. I don't like that. I did manage to get my clothes not nicely organized, but they're here. We just have to fit them all in this my big red. Okay, but yeah, we're just taking that, and then if you watch my content before, you've seen this plenty of times. My base bag, I take that everywhere. It fits shoes, all types of stuff in there. But let's get packing because I want to be done. I want to be done packed before 1 o'clock so I can finish cleaning my apartment so I can go to sleep, because we are not flying out of airport today. We're flying out of Baltimore, which means I have to drive 4.5 hours. And I want to wake up at 4 o'clock or 4:30 to be out of here by 5:30 so I can beat the traffic on my way up there. I hope this mic is working. I got some new equipment. There's nothing too crazy. It was cheap. But yeah, we have to drive to Baltimore. I'm going to go spend the day with my sisters. My sister lives in Maryland, or she has a Maryland address, but it's like in the DMV area. Yeah, I got to get up mad early to drive over there. I'm praying that all is well. But okay, let's get this stuff going. Let's go. All right, for starters, these are the shoes I'm thinking about taking. I do have, like, it doesn't look organized. All these are jackets. These are shirts, pants, and like dressier things. And then I'm gonna wear those pants to the airport. I'm gonna turn on some YouTube while I do this. This is my compression packing cube that I typically take everywhere. This is probably the biggest packing cube I have. I think I have another black one. I don't know where it is. So what I'm gonna try to do first is put as much clothes as I can in this pouch. I almost managed last time I went to Europe, and I was in Europe for like 18 days. I managed to almost put all of my clothes in here. I think I had like maybe another small compression packet. But I think I managed it, so I'm hoping that I can. I might have to downsize, but let's see. Now, this needs to be 44 pounds. But we did get majority of the clothes in here, so I am quite happy. I just have a pair of jeans left over and all of the jackets. Trying to figure out how that's all gonna fit in here. I don't want to overpack. I want to leave some space for some goodies on the way back, so I don't want to overpack. However, I do have this extra bag I am gonna bring, so if this suitcase does get a little full, I do have another bag that is like also a personal size bag, but I'll just probably end up checking it and it'll be a check bag. I'll probably just literally just put this whole entire packing cube in here because I do think it can fit if I squeeze it in there. So we're taking this, and this is gonna also go in the suitcase empty. Let's see what we can do with the rest of our space here. Let's continue. All right, guys, good morning. It is officially time for me to head out to drive to Baltimore. I am running a little behind. It took me a little bit of time to get out of the bed because I did not finish at 1:30. So I and run off a little bit of sleep, but I feel fine to drive. I have my extra large coffee. I have a couple other energy drinks to help me keep me up while I'm driving. I probably will do like a stop or two, just make sure everything is good. But we only have about a 4.5 hour drive, depending on traffic. There might be a little bit more traffic because I'm leaving a little bit later. But I'm gonna go grab some gas. Everything is in the car already. Let's go. Let's do a little road trip. Not necessarily. Not gonna be there for a very long, but this should help me sleep on the plane on the way there. It's about a 6-hour flight, so let's go ahead and get started with the day. Let's go. I just did my first stop at this McDonald's. I didn't get any food because they don't really try to do McDonald's nowadays for health and political reasons. Yeah, I needed to feed real bad, so I pulled over real quick to take a stop. We probably have another about 2 hours, maybe 15 minutes. So let's see if we can knock that out without stopping again, and hopefully get there before 12 because I'm not sure how traffic is looking. I'll keep you guys updated. Kiss your buddy. Hi. Are you excited? Don't pee on the couch, please. I miss you too, buddy. Oh. Okay, I made it finally. I got greeted with some love, but I was running some errands. It is like a little bit after 1. So what I'm about to do is finish packing or like rearrange some stuff because I just threw all my stuff in the suitcase and I was gonna finalize everything when I got here. So I want my bag to be under 40 pounds. I'm aiming for 39, but if it's just 40 on the dot, that's fine because I can only bring 44. So best of luck to me. I'm trying to get that done now so I can sit down for a little bit because I'm tired. Their drive ended up being about 5 hours instead of 4.5, which is pretty good. I did 2 stops at the restroom, and then I ran into some traffic, so I'm cool with it. But we need to be out of here, or we need to be at the airport by 4 o'clock. 3:50 would be nice, but 4 o'clock is fine. I need to probably call Uber about 3:20. This still doesn't feel real that this is happening. This feels like a simulation a little bit. So I'm a little bit jumbled, but yeah, I'll get back to y'all later. Buddy, Nas, you got something to say? Nas? Why you so high in the camera, buddy? Oh, you want a belly rub? That's all you want from me is belly rubs. Come over here. You knew to come to the elevator to go downstairs. Huh? How'd you know to do that? First, hope I don't get dragged by the dog because he's body strong. He's leading me. This is not the way I was wanting to go, but it's the way he wants to go. This is nice. This is fancy. I highly doubt he has to use the bathroom, but come on, Ozzy. Okay, I'm back. I just chilled out for a little bit, played around with the dog, took a shower, cleaned up. I'm about to call an Uber. I have my luggage over here situated. I need to put a couple things that are in the car in the bag, and then we are all good to go. I am getting a little nervous, which I don't know why. I think it's because first time doing something. I got a little nervous jitteries, or maybe because I feel like I'm rushing, but I'm on time. We're not rushing to the airport. We're gonna be there a little bit less than 3 hours early, so like maybe 2 hours, 55 minutes, 50 minutes. So I'm about to call the Uber and we're gonna start this adventure. Yeah, I'll see y'all when I'm at the airport. Alrighty, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up this vlog to continue into the next one. Thank you guys so much for watching, especially if you watched to the end. Love you lots. If you would like to go ahead and leave a comment and like this video, I would much appreciate it. As well as if you like my content and get joy from it in any way, I invite you to come subscribe so you can follow me on my next adventure. But as always, have a wonderful week and I'll see you next time. Bye.